Hello. Hey guys. First of all, thank you so much for being here. We're gonna start our GBM now. This is the AI Artificial Intelligence Club, and we'll start. First of all, I want you guys to meet our board. And first of all, my name is Lucia, and I'm the president and the GBM director. Then we have Anthony, who's our treasurer, Garab, who's our vice president and projects director. We have Hema, who is our secretary in core, and we have Jenna, that's our discussions director. Well, we're gonna start with some AI news that have come up this new year. For example, we have like AI models. The Cloud, that's AI model by the company Anthropic, has launched two new AI models that are said to be one of the most fastest in the entire world. They strengthen their coding, their reasoning, and agent capabilities. And then in June, we had the Gemini 2.5 Pro, that is just like the enhanced version of the Gemini Pro. It has like a new and better math solving problems. It also makes it like a human way of thinking, like it's more human. And they say it's like also like one of the best in the world. Then we had Grok 4, that if you don't know, it's by the Elon Musk company. And this one is basically for research because it gives you like the latest update. For example, if you're doing your research and you want it to be up to date, this one will do it in real time. And then by August, you have the ChatGPT 5. Now ChatGPT 5 is open source. I mean, not all ChatGPT, but like it launched two models in which now everyone's gonna be able to just like join the code and use it to build their own apps. And well, talking about like Gemini 2.5, we just saw the Gemini Nano Banana, and then he's gonna talk about us like about that.
All right, so Nano Banana is Gemini's latest release. It's a model that does image generation. And what's so cool about Nano Banana is it actually generates images really, really quickly. So give it like 4 or 5 seconds and you get some super high quality images. If you look at the image on screen right now, it's actually generated using Nano Banana. I prompted it like generate an image of the conceptualization of like Nano Banana's recent impacts on society. And it's like talking about like, I don't know, agricultural banana stuff. Which is kind of funny, but you actually see the text on it is pretty good. It's gotten way better. And even though you can see like some errors, if you were to just glance at that, you wouldn't even be able to tell that it was generated by AI.
Yeah, so you won't need ChatGPT to create like your own Ghibli pictures. You guys have Nano Banana now. All right, and next, if you've got like any plans after school, you don't know about like grad school, well, UCF just opened a new AI institute. It's got about like over 25 faculty members. It contributes to basically AI research. And this is totally new. So if you guys would like to have more information about this, you can go into the website, UCF AI Institute. It's basically everything about machine learning, deep learning, AI, and well, all you things can think about research. Thank you, because we're all the AI news. And then we're gonna talk about the shirts.
Hello. All right. So this is what our shirts look like at the moment. About more than half of us are wearing it. This is what it looks like, and we have a QR code in the back for our Discord. They're currently $25. We have a lot in stock. Here we have a QR code to, I believe, a form in which you can pay through Venmo, or if you would like to do Zelle and cash, you can just contact one of us in the e-board. Yeah, let us know though.
In case you guys were wondering what we do as a club, well, we have a lot of sections that you guys can join. We do not only host like these kind of meetings. We have, well, the GBMs, that is you guys right here, right now in Pizza. And then we have core, that are like workshops. We have discussions and then projects that we're just gonna talk about them right now. And then for discussions, sorry.
All right, so discussions. Discussions are for anybody who's trying to learn about AI research and what's actually happening in AI now and over time. We're going to be going through a lot of groundbreaking papers and reading them almost like a reading club, like a book club. Weekly, maybe bi-weekly, we'll see how we schedule it. There's a lot of very cool papers, like all of the Alpha series from DeepMind, and even like an agent that learned how to play Minecraft from scratch, which is pretty cool. We'll see. The current plan is the first two discussions are locked in stone on the paper that they're going to be about. I'll announce on the next slide what this first one is. We're going to be doing a paper from 1986. It's really old, but it's actually what jump-started machine learning out of the AI winter. It's learning representations by backpropagating errors by Jeffrey Hinton, among others, who's one of the most cited researchers now. It's going to be taking place in this very room next week from 7 to 8:15. So I'm going to be providing a PDF to the paper soon. It's a very short read, and hopefully we can get as many people to read it, show up, and then talk about the paper and have a discussion about how AI started.
Another one of our club initiatives is called Core, which is basically workshops, super beginner friendly. We give you the theory and then we proceed with like actually live coding in front of you so you can follow along and kind of build your own applications. We go through mostly beginner topics like AI basics. You like learn how to use the ML tools that are pretty recent. Like we take a lot of LLM tools and learn how to actually use them. Like if you were to run your own business, and you want to make like your own chatbot, like from scratch, how would you do that? Other than just like the fact that you have a UI on top, like the backend, how does it work? How do you make it your own? And how do you make it respond to your business questions? And then, yeah, like I said, we did this all live. So at some point we'll build like near the end of the semester, hopefully when things are a little bit advanced, that we build models live, super small, stuff that you can run on your own computer, but we do them live and you are able to follow along with us. And those are for every other Wednesdays in room AGC 119. And our our like first core is gonna be on Intro to AI, super beginner friendly. We won't do live coding for this one. It will just be like, hey, this is the basics, and we'll get down and learn a little bit about neural networks. And there will be like a little activity you'll find out next week. But yeah, that's at 7 p.m. in AGC 119.
Special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
All right, so AI UCF also does something called projects. It's pretty self-explanatory. What it is it's really just hands-on learning. So it's team-based projects where you collaborate with other students. There's sometimes also alumni. So it's a great collaborative project. It's also open to everyone. So no matter if you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced, it's open to everyone. We also have flexible schedules, so no project has a set deadline. We do expect them to make progress and then get closer to kind of where they want to be. So we push them to do that. The reason I suggest projects for everyone is because it's a great resume builder. Everyone that you see sort of in college or coming right out of college will always have a project experience on their resume. And it's always important to show that I know this skill, but I also know how to implement it to solve real world problems. So we're going to go through some of our ongoing projects right now. We have something called Smash AI, which is deep reinforcement learning for Super Smash Bros. There was a research paper, and this project is basically expanding on that research paper. We also have something called Kanjo AI, which is emotion detection mainly for games. I do believe they have shifted to make it more general, but you would generate graphs, you would generate statistics based on those emotions. Sorry. All right, so we also have something called Kgen, which is audio and visual, and we're generating that through text prompts. So it's mostly for EDMs, if you guys know. So you would generate it through just the text prompt. You would just display it, I guess, on the back. And it's run by John Benjamin, who's a grad student right now. We also have Project Kestrel, which is a partnership with ACM, so you might have heard of it before. What it is it's an autonomous drone tracking algorithm. They have a sensor systems team, which I think is more hardware side, and then they have a flight design team, which is more of the AI algorithm side. Some more, okay. We have something called Team ASL, which is a live video. There's sign language happening on that video. You would convert it to closed captions or transcripts. It is inactive, so message me, like, I'll get that started, the entire process and everything. MangaRag is a project that started last spring, and this is a RAG chatbot where it would read from manga panels and then reference that whenever it responds to you. And it's run by our previous president, Nick, if any of you guys know him. Okay, two more. We have Fantasy PL Optimizer, which is, it's basically trying to optimize your fantasy football league. I guess you call it soccer, fantasy soccer league, and trying to get the most points. So it would be trained on historical data. I believe they were thinking of some aspects of scraping. So you would scrape news and then go based on like how that would affect the points and possible gameplay. The UCF AI Dev is something we released last spring, but it will start this semester. It's something that's more software engineering related. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be building a Discord bot, or we'll be rebuilding a Discord bot. Then we'll host it. We'll also be working on an AI UCF website. So currently, if you go to like ucfai.org, it's a pretty terrible website. So we'll be redoing that website with something called Astro and JS, right? So these are all the ongoing projects. If you guys want to be involved with any of these projects, the best way to do it is each of these projects have a channel on the Discord. So message there or message one of the team leads or message me, and then we'll get you in contact. We'll get you involved in something. Now, if you don't like any of the ongoing projects we have, you can also submit your own project ideas. So there's the QR code. You would scan it. All you would do is put up your name, your email, your project idea, and your project description. We'd sort of get back to you. And then that form is due the September of 26th. Whenever we later do make an announcement for the GBM, we will also put up that, we won't put up a QR code, we'll put up like the link to it. So you guys can submit it if you guys think of it later. Anyone need it more? Now, meetings. So projects don't really have meetings. It's more on the team leads when they want to meet. But what we do have for projects is one major meeting, which is called project presentation. It's where all the ongoing projects present. The team leads come for the project presentations and they present everything. So I went through it pretty quickly, but team leads would show up. They'd be like, okay, this is how much we have. This is the people we're looking for. This is the goal for like the next semester or something. And they'd present all that. They'll go in detail. You can ask questions, everything. We'll also be kicking off all our new project submissions. So obviously there'll be a process for that. I'll explain it later. And would kick off all the new projects and then get more people involved. The date for that is not decided yet, but I'd say around a month or so.
Awesome. And today we're actually kicking off our mentorship program. So if you are a freshman, this is a great chance for you to kind of get involved and have a mentor that's either like a senior, graduate, or PhD. I know me personally, I'm going to be a mentor. And for mentors, this is a great chance for you to like actually like there's a section of your resume that's more of community building. And so this is a great chance for you to gain a lot of like guide your peers and kind of put that, like highlight that and kind of stand out in that way. But yeah, those are QR codes if you guys want to go ahead and scan and fill out those forms. It's just an availability and like what your interests are so we can go ahead and match you with your mentors or your mentees. But yeah.
All right, guys, and now we're gonna do like an activity in which, like, for example, a lot of clubs just like decide a theme for the semester. So we decided to have one ourselves, and we're gonna decide it right now with you guys. So we just like pick 4 random themes, and you guys get to decide right now. If you vote for one team, you just like raise your hand, and then I'm just gonna read them, and then please don't raise your hand twice. All right, then who votes for Ghibli theme? Okay. I see some hands. Okay. For Matrix theme. Oh, okay. That's good. Okay. Then for Wally theme. Oh my gosh. Wally theme's gonna fight with Matrix. All right. And then cute theme. Got you. Got you. Okay. Then we just gotta decide between Matrix and Wally. All right. Again. Then who votes for like Matrix theme? All right. Then for Wally. Okay. Yeah. Then Wally it is. All right, guys, and we just wanna thank you so much, guys, for being here. Feel free to stay around and chat. We have free pizza, we have Red Bull, and then we're gonna stay around. And if not, we just hope to see you. But We have one more thing. We have someone who wants.
We have a guest speaker.
Put me on the spot. Hey everyone, today's my first time coming to a meeting too. I'm a grad student. My name is Mike Gibson. So I'm building out a supercomputer and I'm going to a hackathon on the 26th. Kind of nervous, but I'm like a old school night, graduated and came back and fell in love with AI. So I'm willing to sponsor other hackathons. This particular hackathon is called Flower AI. It's a decentralized AI hackathon. So it's a little different from just hackathons. So I reached out to Hack UCF and they were interested in a UCF hack, which I didn't realize those were two different groups. But the primary goal is AI. So my dissertation is focused on decentralized AI. So the supercomputer that I'm building is, and forgive me if I'm not looking at anybody, I get nervous. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm trying to focus. So I'm building a supercomputer that will allow all of my peers to be able to work on it. So the computer in itself is offline. It has no connection to the internet, cloud, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and none of it. So the object of it is that we're building it to be strong enough to have a 1 trillion parameter, which allows us to be bigger than the biggest models that are out right now. And then we're also approved to work with ARC, which is the advanced computing at UCF. So we're able to RAG and cluster advanced information, just like Gronk or ChatGPT. So what I'm basically saying is I'm looking for help to build out the framework. We're at ground zero. We're still building a computer. We're still trying to come up with ideas for hackathons. I have some ideas. Different little things on showing how people can disconnect from offline and just going straight to an offline network. So that's what the hackathon is about. But the overall goal is to be able to work with other students with decentralized AI. So, and I wasn't prepared for this. So if that was a lot, I am in the Discord. And if you guys can help me put something together, I'll send it out.
Yeah, and so if any of you are interested in Mike's, I guess, sponsorship, go ahead and we'll make sure to make him a role in the Discord. And if any of you are interested, feel free to contact us. We'll get you in contact. Hopefully we'll get some, I guess, either a core related thing or for projects. If any of you are making projects, we'll potentially help you with that, I guess, resource wise.
Okay, that is about it. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to come up and just ask us. There's also more pizza and Red Bull if you guys want, so feel free to hang around and just eat, talk, everything.